Hello, welcome back today for a brand new review. We have the Wet n Wild Stitched collection. This looks so cute. I can't wait to dive into everything and test everything out. I'm going to show you guys all of it, so let's go ahead and jump in. The guy just arrived in my mailbox from Wet n Wild, so thank you to them for sending this my way. I actually seen the promo for this, and I was really intrigued about this collection. It looked really fun. I thought the sponge in particular, of course you guys know I love sponges, but that was really cute. There's a face palette in here that looks amazing. The palette actually looks really cute as well, so excited to test everything out. We're going to start trying it out on the face, see what we think, get a feel for the formula. So let's first dive into the eyeshadow palette. This one is super cute. I love the colors in here. Love the blues. We've got some fun. It all just looks like very beachy, obviously the theme of the show. So very cute there. Here is a look at the cover, and then you have the back of the palette here. I love that they have like the little stitch on there. There's sunglasses, his paw. We've got flowers, crabs. There's tons of really cute little emblems on there, which I love. And then here is a close-up of all of the swatches. They swatch really nicely. I'm excited to see Wet n Wild. So formula on these like collabs can be a little bit hit and miss for me. So swatch wise though, they look pretty good. I think this color story is going to be really fun. I've been seeing a lot of blues lately. I know I did the Frosted Flakes, and then ColourPop just came out with a new collection that had a lot of blues. We've got blues in here, so I think that's going to be like a trendy color for summer. I know a lot of people are really excited about the face palette in this collection. It looks really cute. So it's a bronze and highlighting palette. Again, packaging really nice. Wet n Wild has some of the best, in my opinion, bronzers and highlighters in the drugstore. So when I seen this one, I was like, yes, please. I think this is going to be really popular for them in this collection. Oh yeah, swatches look great. So here is the deeper bronzer, then you have the lighter bronzer, and then the highlights right there. They look really good. And then next we have glosses in the collection. I love packaging. It's super cute on these. Wet n Wild has a really nice gloss formula as well if you haven't tried it before. Swatches, they look super cute. So we have this one here, which is like an iridescent clear. We also have a red, and then we also have a pink. So excited to try these out on the lip. And then we have this sponge. This is freaking adorable. I just wet mine, so it is a little bit larger than it will come when you get it, but you have a stitch on there, and then it comes with a little surfboard. Like, this is the most adorable thing ever. So like sits on there. Freaking love that. So cute. So this I will of course link individually everything, and then also like the full collection if you guys want to check that out. But I love Wet n Wild sponge. If you didn't check out my sponge ranking video, I ranked them #1. By far my favorite sponges. They're the best out of drugstore, high end. I think they're the best for your value. They retail for like $4.99, I think. So good. And then there's also a Life's a Beach. This is an exfoliating multi-scrub. I like that they included some skincare in here. And this is actually really cute because it's the scrub, but then the shovel comes with it. So kind of like sand. It's adorable. They did a great job on this collection. I feel like I've said cute and adorable 100 times. Sorry in advance, but can't help it. Next we have sprays. This one is the Soaking Up the Rays. So this one is going to be an illuminating body spray. And then we also have the No Bad Days Hydrating Setting Mist here as well. I like that they are doing these larger sizes in their collections now. I really do like their hydrating mist. I think it's great. Okay, and then we are on to the final two products in the collection. We have this Eyeliner Duo. This is the Carefree Duo. So we have a blue and a black eyeliner. And then we also have a mascara, which is the Sky Flying High Mascara. And again, I like Wet n Wild's mascaras. I think they have a pretty good formula. So that's a look at everything here. I'm going to go ahead and start now trying everything out. Let's first start with the eyes. Okay, so I think to start, I'm going to go into this very first shade right here. This is called Punch, and I'm going to sweep this on the lid. This looks like it has a tiny bit of shimmer in it, but nothing that's probably going to show when we are doing our eye look. I'm using this fluffy brush from Luxie. So we're just going to buff that into the lid. This shade is probably not going to show up much just because it's a little bit close to the color of my skin tone, but we're just going to try as many shades as we can. Okay, so now we're going to go into this mustard yellow in the palette. This shade is called Family, and we're going to use that one next. So today has just been a day. I feel like I need to like rant with you guys for a second. It started out this morning. I'm like trying to, you know, get a little healthier, doing my walks, doing my workouts, and I took both kids this morning for a walk. It was the biggest fit of life. Rowan was not wanting to get in the stroller. He was like pitching a fit, and I was like, okay, like I really want to take this walk, so I want to start going in the morning. Now that it's summertime in Michigan, it's like a little bit hot to go like in the afternoon. So I'm like, we need to start going first thing in the morning if we're gonna go at all. And so I was trying to get them to go. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning and they're both just pitching a fit. So I ended up turning on the garbage trucks for him. He's like obsessed with garbage trucks. We're gonna go into this shade down here. This one is called Badness Level. Fine, I'll turn on the garbage trucks for him. I'll let him look at that. So he watched the garbage trucks, and then I got the walk-in. So I was like, okay, great. Got home. They were both just still so cranky. Penelope did fine on the walk, but she was just a little emotional this morning, and he was emotional, and I was like, oh my gosh, we need to leave the house, because sometimes with kids, I swear, just like going in the car, even if you don't even go anywhere, but like going in the car can just calm them down. So I was like, let's go somewhere. We needed milk, so I was like, we'll go to the grocery store. We get to the grocery store, we go to Kroger, and our Kroger has like these little grocery carts that has like the little steering wheels in there, so they can both sit in there. And you know, with kids, like it's great if you have something like that that can kind of just keep them entertained while you're shopping. I'm gonna go into this shade right now, which is $2. So we go to grab the carts, and there's literally one mom right in front of me. She has one little boy, and she took the cart with the steering wheels. And then there's a second one that's broken that doesn't have working steering wheels. There's none in it. Like it literally like pulled out of the car, just like a car, which isn't as exciting for the kids. And part of me wanted to be like, really, you took that? Because like you had one kid, I had two. Like I feel like it would have just been, you know, fine for you to take the other one. But I get it, like she got there first. Obviously your kid wants a steering wheel, but I was like, if we would have just came 1 second sooner, you guys would have got the correct car. So then Rowan wasn't as happy in the store. But he did fine, but he wasn't as happy as he would have been, because he was kind of confused why there wasn't a steering wheel. He was like asking about it. I'm like, someone must have tore it off. So far, this is looking really cool. All right, now we're gonna go into this next shade. I kind of want to start bringing in some of the blues a little bit. So let's go into this one here. This one is called 26 down here. So we ended up getting all our shopping done at the grocery store, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get Starbucks, like reward myself, because, you know, I took the kids out, I'm not having a great morning. So I was like, let's get Starbucks. So we get Starbucks. Rowan's upset because I didn't get him a milk. I thought he would be fine, but he was mad. So he was like yelling, and I was like, okay. I actually want to go over to Salvation Army to see if they have any baskets, because Penelope's getting ready to turn 1, and I was like, let me take her there and see if they have any baskets for her party. So we go there. I'm getting him in the cart. They only have the carts that have like the one in the front, so I had to put Penelope in there, and then he was sitting in the back. I was trying to get him situated like in the back. I freaking knocked over my coffee. I put it back there like while I was getting Penelope in, and I knocked over the entire coffee. It was a venti coffee, and I knocked over the entire thing. It all spilled. Like there was not a sip left in there. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I literally had only had like one drink out of it, like just a little bit of the cold foam on top, and that's all I got out of it before it dumped out. So that was just like not my thing. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here at the end. This one is called Eva Kula. So yeah, that was a little bit of my morning, and then we ended up coming home, and then my dogs somehow got out of the fence. I have like a fenced in yard, and somehow both of my dogs were like not in the fence. So I was like, what is happening today? Like I need to go back to bed, because it was just like one thing after another. But thankfully I've got them both down for nap now, and I'm like, okay, I need to film. I need to like reset. Hopefully this filming goes well. I keep checking my mic, because I'm like, it would happen that my mic would just not work today. But yeah, I'm just trying to reset a little, you know, try to have a better attitude on the day, because it's only like 11 o'clock. So, okay, I'm kind of liking this eye look. I feel like the blue kind of overpowered what I had before with like the yellows, but it's still cool. I think everything's performing really nicely so far. So let's start with the shimmers now. I think I want to go in with the glitter in the palette, which I don't always use glitters, but I kind of am like feeling it this time. So let's actually first start with this shade right here in the middle. This one is called Island Time. That is like not coming on our eye at all. I'm guessing because it's a little bit more powdery. This was the one that I swatched that I wasn't like blown away with the swatch. So let's switch it up. Let's use this yellow, because this one swatched really, really nicely. You can tell just right there. I don't know, some of their like shimmers, like they have a really nice shimmer formula. Okay, yeah, what a difference. And then they have like this more like powdery shimmer. I swear those powdery shimmers just don't do well over top of their mattes. If you apply it like on its own, it'll look really nice, but if you apply it over top of the mattes, it just tends to look a little washed out and like not really give much punch. But this shade is very pigmented. I'm honestly kind of regretting like adding the blue. This is going very like Michigan. If you are from Michigan, this is like our colors right here. I feel like it looked prettier before I added all that blue, so I'm kind of regretting that a little, but I mean, it looks cool. Let's go ahead and keep going with this. I think I'm gonna go into this shade next and apply this to like the outer portion. So I grabbed some of that on my brush. I'm actually gonna spritz it so it gives a little bit more of a foiled finish, and I'm gonna apply that just right here in the outer portion. That one also looks nice and metallic there as well. And for this one, I'm actually gonna drag it down a little bit on the lower lash line too. Now I said I wanted to use that glitter, so I think I'm gonna use it on the inner corner. So pick up a little bit of the glitter shade, and then we'll add it just right here on our inner corner. I feel like we have quite a bit of fallout going on. I'm gonna go in with that mustard shade and add that here to our lower lash. I kind of want to bring that a little bit to the inner corner too, just to kind of marry those shades. I'm glad that I did my eyes first because I do feel like we have quite a bit of fallout going on. Okay, I'm going to wipe away some of the fallout here that we got from the palette. So I'm going to grab the blue liner here. We're going to use this in our waterline. And then let's go ahead and try out the mascara. Here is a look at the wand right here. So I'm just going to do quite a few coats of that to the lashes. All right, so here is our eye look. I feel like it turned out kind of cool. It's different. And then the mascara, I feel like it looks pretty good. It's probably not going to be like a favorite for me. I don't think it's doing like a ton for my lashes, but it looks okay. Let's go ahead now and try out the sponge. I'm so excited to use this. I'm going to tuck back my hair. These claw clips, you guys, I use them constantly. They're from Amazon. I absolutely love them. And then we're going to use the sponge. For foundation, I'm going to use the Glow. This is called the CC Nude Glow from It Cosmetics. I really, really like this. I did a full review on it as well if you guys want to check that out. But we're going to just apply a layer of this. I'm going to go a little bit light with my complexion so that we can try out all of those bronzers. But sponge feels like their normal sponge. I tell you guys, if you are looking for one thing from this video, take the fact that these sponges are so good. I feel like you can tell that I got a little bit of a tan going because the shade actually looks a little bit light on me, and I have been using this a bunch and it was like the perfect shade match, so I think I've gotten a little bit more sun than when I was using it last time because I feel like it looks a little bit light for me, but that's okay. We'll make it work with the bronzers. All right, and then for concealer, we'll go in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. I've still barely been liking this one. I did a full review on this as well if you haven't seen that. I'm gonna use the tip of the sponge to blend that concealer out. What's nice about this concealer is it has really great coverage, and I actually don't even really have to set it. You can set it, but I honestly feel like it's really good at self-setting as well. So I'm going to leave the complexion there. Let's go ahead and try out the palette now. So I do want to try out both of them. I do feel like the shade might be a little bit deep on me, but if I go in with a super light hand, hopefully I can make it work. It is a little bit powdery, but that's okay. I've got some on my brush. I'm going to blow that off as well. And we're going to try, oh yeah, it is really deep. Okay, I was kind of thinking I could make that work, but I'm going to swirl the rest off on my brush and then try to blend this out. That's the only thing with like face palettes is obviously they're not going to be like shades that are going to work on everybody, but of course we want a deeper option in there too. Okay, actually I made that work. It doesn't look too bad. I just feel like you have to go in with the lightest amount. So like literally I went in with like a tap. I even brushed it off and then used it on my face. So you could still make it work if you have a medium to fair skin tone. You just need to go really, really careful with it. Okay, we're already looking way bronzier. Let's go in with the lighter version now, and I can go a little bit more in with this one because I feel like this shade is a little bit more suited to me. I'm kind of just going to swirl this all over since the color we have on our face is a little bit light. I'm also going to swing this up my forehead here. And then I know you guys are all excited about these highlights. I am too. I'm going to go in with the lighter version and take a little bit of this and apply that to our cheekbones. Love Wet n Wild's highlights. I feel like they're so pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit here to my nose. One is not disappointing. It is really nice. It's like a gold, but it's not overly gold. I think it'll look great on a lot of different skin tones as well. And then you have the deeper version there too if you want to use that one too. Okay, so there it is on the face. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, you can definitely make this bronzer work if you are my skin tone. Just be a little bit light with it. The other shade worked really well though, and the highlight does look really pretty. Let's try out those lips now. So I think since this look is so bold, I'm just gonna go in with this one right here, the pink. I'm gonna bust out my lippy pencil set from ColourPop. I keep mentioning this, but it's so good, you guys. It's the big box of lip pencils, and I can literally find any color I want for any shade. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a lighter color, so we'll use this one here. This is in the color Starship. I feel like it makes it nice that it just comes in that box like that, because I can literally leave it like that and then they're already so organized. It's already my favorite formula of lip liner. It just makes it perfect. That down below for you guys. So there is that lip liner, and then let's go ahead and put the gloss on. I do really love the applicator that they have on these. It has like a little bit of a dip in it, so it's perfect for applying your gloss. Ooh, I like that color a lot. Nice smell to it too. It's almost like a fruity. I love this color. Yes, I feel like they have such a good gloss formula. It gets overlooked because it's just so nice on the lips. It's shiny. It stays on pretty well. Okay, I feel like the lip definitely tied this look together. So here is our final look using the Stitch collection. I feel like the eyes are very fitting for the collection. They are, you know, growing on me a little bit more now that we've got the lip on, the whole like face palettes on and everything. I think it does look nice. I don't know, I feel like they did a pretty good job with this one. I was gonna say we did have that one dud with the shimmer that we used, but aside from that, the mattes worked really well. The other like yellow shadow worked really well. I feel like that one looks beautiful on the lid. The gloss is so pretty. I'm gonna use this one a bunch, I'm sure. Face palette looks nice. I'm loving the highlights. The sponge, of course, you guys know sponge is probably my favorite thing from the collection, just because it's so freaking cute. But aside from that, I think that's gonna do it for this review. I'd love to know down below if you guys are planning on grabbing anything from this collection. Do you love Stitch? Are you guys into this? Are you excited for this? Drop that down below. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope to see you guys very soon in my next video.